guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you have all been well. So today I am filming a first impression video and I'm finally in my home. This space is my beauty room, but I just have you like in a sliver of it right now because the rest of it is completely unorganized and trashed. But today we're going to be talking about this Tarte Clay Stick Foundation. It looks like this. I tested it out today and we're going to wear it for a full day. I have some errands to run and then I have to come back home and pack. So yes, let's start with a little bit about this foundation. Okay, so this stick foundation is pretty much like a mid-range stick foundation. It has 0.32 ounces of product, which is more than the Hourglass foundation stick. The Hourglass foundation stick has 0.25, and the Hourglass foundation stick is like $46, whereas this one is $39. I think the Anastasia one is in the 20s, so it's pretty mid-range. It says it's a 12-hour wear creamy clay foundation stick that delivers weightless, natural-looking coverage and nutrients. It's a buildable powder to liquid formula, medium to full coverage, leaves a natural finish and feels just like your own skin. It says it's a vegan formula, skin balancing powerhouse that hydrates or mattifies depending on your skin type. So we're just gonna give it a try today. It does come in 12 shades, and when I was looking online, well, at least on Sephora, it kind of stopped where like a dark tan, like it didn't even go into like darker skin, which is really odd. So I've already moisturized. I'm going to go ahead and prime my skin with the Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer. So now that my primer's on, I'm going to go in with the shade. I got mine in Fair Light Neutral, and it looks like this. Looks like it should be pretty good for me. Okay, so I'm just gonna start swiping it on. I really like the concept of stick foundations. I just think they're like super easy and cool, but I haven't had the exact like perfect match with one yet. That's pretty great color match for me. Ooh, it's so creamy. I feel like with my Hourglass one, it can be a little like tugging and a little bit dry, but this one just glides on. Yeah, it's a pretty great match for me. So I'm gonna go and take my wet sponge and I'm just gonna do like one side. I'm gonna zoom you guys in just a little bit. We're just gonna see if it... Okay, well, it's blending. I mean, it's sunk right in really nicely. Wow, that's really going. Can you guys see how fast that was? That was crazy fast. The coverage is pretty light, like I was saying. It is like total like natural coverage. I'm gonna go in with a brush for my other side. A brush is definitely shearing out the coverage for me. You can still see the redness over here compared to over here. Yeah, I definitely feel like I would have to use more product with this brush because it's just like absorbing all the product. If you guys can see, I don't know if you can because of glare, I'm like literally right in the window, but that brush just like smoothed over all the foundation so you can totally still see my redness underneath. The coverage is light already. I don't think it's doing anything like extravagant to my skin. But I will say it's not clinging onto anything. It's sitting on top in a really flattering way. My pores look fine. I don't know, I guess I'm just like, it's not like mind-blowing yet, but it's not bad, you know? I'm gonna go in with a little bit more and try and build it up. I just can't get over how creamy this is. Like, you barely have to touch your skin. So let's try and build, but not cake. Dumb creamy. I'm gonna go in with the sponge again. Is it better if I sit back a little bit, you guys? I'm gonna sit back, but I'm gonna zoom you guys in. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting a ton of better coverage with a sponge. So much more coverage. And honestly, like with stick foundations, I find myself wanting to use a brush, but I think if I had my e.l.f. Beauty foundation brush, I could get away with it, but with that big one, it's just not working well. Wow, you guys, it's like, I'm sorry I keep going this way. It's because I'm looking to a mirror behind you. Let me just bring the mirror to me to and it looks just like my skin. Wow, the skin light, it resemblances my skin more than any foundation that I've ever tried in my life. First of all, the shade match is right on, but that's like kudos to me. I will say that I can really feel it on my skin. It doesn't feel light at all, but I already feel like I want to wash my face and I just got out of the shower. And that never happens. I really am not liking how heavy it feels on my face. So it looks like skin, but it definitely feels like heavy, and it's not drying like at all. It feels like I'm just gonna slide my finger down it because that's how like wet it feels right now. Like you can just see me, like I'm still moving it right now. Okay, let me just give it time to set, but how much time is like enough? I'm gonna continue on with the rest of my face and I'll come back if I let you guys know that it like set, but as of right now it still feels like really moist. Okay, you guys, so I just set underneath my eye, and honestly so far this is turning out to be like the creamiest, most, it feels heavy, I'm not gonna lie, it feels really heavy. And yeah, I really don't know what I think yet. I'm just gonna set the rest of my face with this Wet n Wild pressed powder because it does have like quite a sheen, and yeah, it's like so heavy, or it feels like so like wet and moist that is, I don't know. We're gonna keep going. I'm gonna do my eyebrows, the rest of my face. I'm gonna do really simple makeup today because I am running errands and I am getting a late start. So hopefully I will be back soon with the beat face. Okay, you guys, so I'm done with my makeup, and it still feels heavy, and it still feels really moist on my skin. I'm gonna zoom you guys up close so you can really see. Bear in mind, my makeup today does not even, like, look nice, and it's just because, like, I don't even care. I just have to go do these errands. But, yeah. It really, I would say it looks really natural, but I would say that I definitely am not loving how it did not set. And I'm not loving how heavy my skin feels. Like, if you're gonna be a natural looking foundation, give me some like a natural finish. Like, I feel like I'm already sweating in this foundation, so it's no bueno. 11:18 right now. Gonna go do these errands. No lip color yet because I'm still drinking my juice. So yeah, so far I would say if you have like really extreme, I would say like in the winter, I feel like this would almost be refreshing on the skin, but summertime, I am not a fan so far. It still like looks wet in my T-zone. It's not settling or setting at all. So yeah, we're just gonna see how it wears. I do not have high hopes. It's 11:19, let's go on with our day. You guys, I thought I would step inside my house so you can see. So the color is a little white, but honestly, like, it's probably not that bad. Like, I feel like my skin's starting to get used to it. It doesn't look wet in normal lighting. Yeah, we're just gonna see how it goes. Okay, you guys, so it's about 2 and I just got done grocery shopping, so now I'm gonna give you a little check-in. I'm getting, if you guys saw my last CoverGirl First Impressions, you would know that I'm kind of like on the dry normal side right now. And it is like 65 degrees in the UK today. Like it's getting cold, but you can already see I have some oil breakthrough right on the sides of my nose. And if I was already in like a hot or humid environment, like this would be breaking up on my face already. Like if it's getting oily on me this soon, it's not really a good sign. It doesn't look bad at all, but definitely it's not appearing to be long wearing at all. I don't know, I would just say like it doesn't look amazing. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look bad, but it's not great either. I'm gonna give you guys another check-in in a couple of hours and we'll see just how oily I get. It's 6:30 in the evening now, and I have worn it for, what is that, like 7.5 hours. And honestly, I don't like it at all. I don't know if you guys can tell from right there. Let me zoom you in. Let me step back. I'm like extremely oily in my T-zone and on my chin and going up into my forehead. Like, I feel like everything is just like setting on top. And if you can see, like, the foundation is just moving. It didn't set at all. It comes off on my finger. Yeah, on my chin, it's just like sitting on top of my chin. Yeah, I don't like it at all. The only people I would recommend this foundation for is if you have like mature skin and you just want to go over it with like a stippling brush to even out your complexion and just to give you a little bit of coverage. But besides that, like, it's like 60 degrees out. Now I'm in like cloudy, cold environment and it got this oily. So you can imagine how it'd be like if you were in the heat or somewhere really humid. Don't like it at all. I'm returning it. And that's pretty much it. It's just falling off my face. The color selection isn't that great. It didn't set. It didn't provide a lot of coverage. That's all. And those are like the main things I look for, is just coverage and longevity, and this foundation didn't either. So I'd be interested to hear both your guys' thoughts down below. If you have tried this foundation out, or if you're willing to try it out. It didn't oxidize or do anything crazy on me. It just wasn't impressive whatsoever. I don't think it's worth 40 bucks. So yeah, that's going to finish off this review and first impression. Please let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! A mood because we were like living on top of each other, but we just got word that our house passed an inspection, so we finally get the keys today.